Hey guys, so today I want to show you a video on how to apply foundation with a stippling brush and liquid foundation. Now today I'm using the Sigma 187. This is what it looks like. It's just a plain stippling brush. It's the larger one of the two. I have the 188 and 187. I have the 187. Today I'm using the ULTA Fabulous Face Foundation. It's just some cheapy foundation that I have. It doesn't have that much great coverage, but applying with the stippling brush makes it a lot better. So I'm going to show you how to apply that and how to conceal acne scarring like this and stuff. So if you want to learn, keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is apply, take your liquid foundation and apply it to the back of your hand. Give it a good even shake because the majority of liquid foundations need a good shake. So I'm going to apply this to the back of my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to take my stippling brush and just stipple it into there, just to get a good amount on my brush. Then, take your stippling brush and apply that to your face. You should have a good clean face. Right now, I've already applied my moisturizer earlier, so my face is already prepped and primed for foundation. So this whole time, we're just going to stipple on the foundation. We're not going to blend it real quick. We're just going to put it on. So you want a good even coat. Make sure you coat all the areas that you want more coverage with your foundation, but don't get too carried away because concealer is what you're going to use to actually conceal your scars. So the foundation is just going to help you get a good base. So you're going to look kind of funny with just the foundation stippled onto your face. It's not blended or anything. It's going to look kind of funny. So now you're going to want to blend it. So you should have a good even coat, and then just start taking your brush and going in a circular motion amongst your skin. So just blend out all of that. And I think I like the most about foundation, using this stippling brush for applying foundation, is that it gives you really good control over the brush. I think it just really help apply the foundation really smoothly, and I love that about this brush. I say the only thing about it is that with any stippling brush, you're going to get some fallout. Not of the white hairs, but of the black hairs. And even with this brush, I've noticed like I have a lot of fallout. But it's only when I apply liquid foundation. Now, if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage on the areas where you have acne or acne scarring, go ahead and go back with the first step and stipple on to get some more foundation, stipple it onto your brush, and then stipple it onto your face. I'm just going to go along the areas where I have scarring, where I would want more coverage. So I'm just going to stipple it on again and repeat the same process. Now, if you haven't noticed, the key to this is blending. So make sure you go all the way down to your chin area so that the foundation blends nicely to the bottom of your chin and neck area. Already I have covered most of the scarring, but I just want to, if I do want to do some more heavy covering, I can use the MAC Studio Finish in NW25. So bust out your concealer. Alright, so you should have a nice even coat of foundation onto your skin. Next, we're going to do concealer. So take any concealer you have. Today I'm using the NW25 MAC Studio Finish Concealer. And that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to take a Sigma 194. It's just a plain old concealer brush. And I'm not really going to use this to blend out the concealer, but to apply it. So I'm just going to apply it underneath my skin. Underneath my eyes. Onto my skin. So this brush isn't really great for blending. I never really found a concealer brush that's great for blending. That was actually a concealer brush. But it is good for applying the foundation, the concealer itself. It's good for getting a good coat of it on. And then you would just take your finger or any kind of brush you want to use to blend it out. So I'm just going over the areas with this that I have that I want to conceal. Underneath my nose. And back underneath my eyes. And just over any area you feel you need coverage. So you should have a good coat of it on right now. Alright, so you're going to look kind of funny with all this concealer on, but the next thing you want to do is blend out. So today I'm just using my finger. You could use a brush like a 224, like a MAC 224 for that, but today I'm just going to be using my finger. And I'm just going to pat along my under eye. This is just for eyes right now, but I will slowly work my way to covering acne. So just dab underneath your eye. You can even do a rolling motion You want to be very gentle when you're working with underneath your eye because you don't want to get bags or distort any of the elasticity of your eye. So next you're going to want to conceal any of this kind of acne scarring. I'm just going to take my finger again, and I already applied concealer to it with that concealer brush, and I'm just going to do the same motion, kind of like whittling away to my cheek, and I'm just going to pat that in there. Just make sure it's evenly coated into the skin. Do the same motion, just whittling kind of, and then the same over here. You could just pat, but I found that whittling kind of just works better with your finger, especially if you have a longer finger like me. It works better. So I'm just going to pat here and here. So now if you want to do even more heavy duty coverage, if you want to blend out your concealer, you can take like a MAC 224 and take your concealer brush and just kind of swirl it in there. And then lightly go over any areas where you wanted extra coverage. When I break out pretty badly, this works beautifully because it really gives the concealer a blended look using a 224. And it really helps with the coverage of the foundation, of the concealer. So I can even go underneath my eyes with that and just blend out like so. So you should have a nice even coat of concealer and foundation on your skin. Next is powder. Alright, so my foundation has left my skin a little bit more dewy than I really wanted, so I'm going to use a finishing powder that's a little bit more matte than any other finishing powder would normally be. So I'm just taking, this is a Mary Kay finishing powder, it's just a regular finishing powder in ivory. I'm just taking a big fluffy powder brush, and this is going to set in my concealer and my foundation. So I'm just going to apply that to my face. And I'm just going to go and gently go over, especially the areas where I applied a lot of concealer and coverage, where I want more coverage. I'm going to gently go over those areas, because if you go a little bit too rough with your powder brush, you'll rub it all off, and that will defeat the whole purpose of applying a good blended application of concealer. So you should be all nice and matte now, but still have that coverage you applied. Next, you're going to want to take, if you have a bronzer of any kind of type, you'd want to do that now because you've already set all the creams. If you were going to apply like a tinted foundation, blush, there you go. You'd want to set before you set your powder because you want to apply the creams first and then do all your powders. But next, I'm going to take a Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in medium plus. It's just one of my favorite colors because it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but it's still in the same range of shade. And I'm just going to bring a little bit more color into my cheeks with that, just to give it more of a summery glow, since we are in summer now where I live. It's really hot, so the nice summer glow is in now. So I'm going to just apply some of that. And the thing that's great about these Mineralized Skin Finishes is that they give like a really nice glowy finish to your skin. I don't know what's in it, but it's kind of shimmery, but not really. A very, very slight shimmer. But it's a nice powder as well. It's just a really great buy. It's one of my favorite powders to use. So now my skin is really matte and a nice even coverage, and it's really, really bronzy and glowy now, which I love. Alright, so you should have a nice even coat of everything you applied. It should be nice and glowy and bronzy. You can contour after this. You can do whatever you want, apply blush, whatever you please. Check the sidebar, guys, for all the products I used and extra places on where you can find them. Now, a quick little thing, when you're using a liquid foundation with a stippling brush, you're going to want to clean it a lot more often than you normally do when you use it with powder. I like to clean my brush at least once a week and spot clean it every now and then. But a stippling brush is a really great investment. They're about $14 at Sigma Makeup and I think about 30 something at MAC. But Sigma has a great reputation for their brushes, and I love their brushes compared to the MAC ones. They're the same thing, just a lot cheaper. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye!